Hi guys, it's me, it's Tiffany. Yes, I know I am wearing my robe. I don't care. Hi guys, it's me, it's Tiffany. You're here for Tiffany TV. This is day 23. And I was just laying in bed and I hadn't done my video today. Today was a very full day and I find it challenging to be able to take an amount of time that is away from Adam when he is on his days off, when I have all kinds of other things that we're trying to do together, and this is like our weekend, and I find it really challenging to just remove myself and do something that doesn't include him. I'm sure he wouldn't care, but it's like awkward. I find it really weird. Anyway, I was just laying in bed and knowing that I hadn't done my video today, and I couldn't sleep and I had to get up. I am totally not in the way that I would be doing this video. Anyway, doesn't matter. The last few days have been some sort of way. I don't know what exactly is going on with me at the moment. The video that I did yesterday, the video that I did yesterday was very angry, and I want to be authentic and vulnerable and full disclosure, and I don't only want to share the best parts of me, I want to share all the parts of me. And the fact is that for some fucked up reason, for the last 2 days that I cannot quite figure out, I have been super angry. And I don't know if it is because I have been feeling this push and this urge suddenly over the last week, ever since I finished my fast, to purge and cleanse. And it's like I'm like a hurricane, man. I'm like going through things left, right, and center. I have been going through the corners of my house that nobody has been in or looked in for years and years. Like, I just started dragging shit out of my crawl space. I call my crawl space the place where things go to die, because it literally, once they go in there, they just, for 17 years, have never come out of there. And people who move houses, they cull the herd and they sort of get rid of things over time. They just sort of let go of things. And I feel like for 18 years that we've lived here, we haven't been doing that. And I am a keeper of things, so it happens. But I am really ready. This light is making me crazy. Okay, I am really ready for these things to be, I am really ready for these things to be out so that I can make space and make room for new things and the movement of energy. I have felt like for the last 3.5 years that I have not been stuck, but that I have been stagnant, and I have been not moving in a particular direction, that I have been staying in the same place, even though I have felt like I wanted to be moving and wanted to be making moves and doing things. And it just seemed like I just couldn't get out of my own way long enough to actually make anything happen. And now, since this last fast, I really have just felt this urge and this like almost violent push to just shake things up and make things different and new. And it's also happening at my work. So I went to work last week, and I just started just like tearing things apart and being like, okay, you take this away, take this away. If this doesn't need to be here, get it the fuck out of here. Why are we filling this restaurant full of shit that we don't need? Why do we keep bringing things in and never taking things out? Why is there all of this garbage and like things that are broken and things that are really just like holding the energy in a stuck place where it's not allowing for movement of energy? And I am done with that. I am done with that. I'm done with that in my house. I'm done with that at work. I'm done with that in my personal life. I'm done with that in my head. I'm done with that in my body, holding on to all kinds of imprints of things that don't serve me anymore. I feel like I am done with those things. And my poor husband is sort of like, what is going on? Because you are crazy and I don't know how to handle you. And the problem is that, like we talked about yesterday, when your cup is being spilled over, whatever is in your cup spills out. And as much as I want to be love all the time and be generous and grateful and feel fortunate and blessed and loved and all of these amazing emotions, the fact is, the reality of my life is that that's not true. It's totally not it. So unfortunately, the people that are closest to me probably get the brunt of it the most when I am in action. And I would love to be able to be in action and be in loving action and be excited. But right now, I just am angry that everyone else is not wanting to do the same thing as me and not wanting to like get rid of the 25 pairs of gloves that we have had for winter forever. Like, we need 4 pairs of gloves, one for each of us. Let's just like throw away everything else. I know it's such a drastic difference. It's like the pendulum swinging on the totally opposite end, because generally I am like a keeper of all things. What I do know is that it is my generational line to deal with the meanness and that not the anger, but like just being mean when people don't want to do what I want to do. And Adam probably gets it worse than anybody. I think I get it from my grandmother, God love her and rest her soul, but she had a little bit of a mean streak too that she got also from her mother. And I can see that as a generational thing that I am meant to heal, because I'm clearly carrying the imprints on from that. And I just don't quite know how to do it. And unfortunately, in moments like yesterday, I see that streak in my daughter too. And so, of course, when we are like this, it's really difficult to maintain calm, cool, collected balance. And you know what? Today, I wasn't even going to do a video at all, but I couldn't sleep. And the most ironic thing is that I've basically have written all of each episode that I wanted to do. And I worked forward and I wrote a whole bunch of things. And then I actually worked backwards. And then this day, day 23, there was nothing. It was the only day that I didn't have anything on it. So I don't know if that was showing me that I deserved a day of rest, and that it's a lot to do 30 minutes every single day. It's a lot. I think that moving forward, once I'm done this 30 days, I think I'd rather almost record a whole bunch of smaller clips that I can post something and still post something every day for a whole year, like my goal is, even if it's just short things, so like 2-minute things, but it's not 30-minute things every single day. And I think that that will be a lot easier if I can spend 4 days a week recording a few different videos a day, and then not feel like I have to do it on the other days that Adam and I are together, and that maybe it'll be easier that way. I don't know. I just feel like on the days that I don't feel like doing it, I should give myself the grace to not do it. But I feel like that this process and this experience is teaching me that. It's teaching me that not every single day you're going to feel like doing it. And there are some days you push through, and some days you do it, and some days you don't. And that's okay. It's okay. And you know what? I also don't want to give the illusion to all people that every single day is perfect, because it's totally not. And I am moving into a new energy and a new momentum, and I can feel it. And I am definitely recalibrating my system. I feel like I have been trying for the last 3.5 years to be a beer, and I'm a doer. And the sooner that I embrace the fact that I'm a doer and just let myself do, I think the better off we are all going to be. As in, we as in my whole family. We as in us. Yeah. Okay, so goal achieved. I showed up. I did it. I'm going to upload this. I almost considered not uploading my video from yesterday because I was embarrassed at my outbursts, and I was embarrassed at how angry I felt, and feeling confused about why I felt so angry, because it doesn't really make any sense. I can't think of, like, yeah, there are things that are happening, but it's life. I mean, life happens all the time. And it's interesting because when I'm in these moods and in this type of way, the same things that I deal with every single day that wouldn't bother me any other time just drive me absolutely mental. I am ready to let go. All right. Let's do a channel. I'll see what Divine has to say. And then I'm going to go to bed, and I'm going to sleep so well. And then who knows, maybe tomorrow I will wake up and I will have opened my heart enough that the anger will have moved through me, and I don't have to hold on to any of it. I can just move on and say, okay, next. I don't have to guilt myself, make myself feel bad, be ashamed. I don't have to be disappointed in my behavior. I can just say, okay, that was a moment. I just want the inside to be reflective of how I feel on the outside. So like on the outside, I know that everything is happening exactly the way that it's meant to be, and that I am super blessed, and I am so grateful, and I know that Divine will provide everything that is necessary. I know that this journey that I'm on is happening exactly the way that it's meant to be. And I just don't understand sometimes why on the inside I still feel so imbalanced. Okay. I call on divine to be known to me. I call on divine to be known to me. And what we would say is that the experience of life is a series of contractions and expansions of varying degrees and varying lengths of time. What we would say is that it is not uncommon for you to have experiences where low vibration feelings and emotions are heightened and amplified in any given moment. To be sure that this is to serve you also to highlight what is still being held within your energetic system. This is not for you to judge yourself harshly. It is simply for you to become aware of what is still residing within. What we want for you is for you to have an experience where you can feel any emotion you like. And this is on the spectrum from one end to the other of low vibration or high vibration feelings and emotions without any judgment. That it is not that you will not experience these emotions or feel them within your physical being. It is that you will experience these feelings and emotions without any attachment or judgment to them passing through your being. It is not to say that you will not have moments where you are challenged to release these emotions, not only of sadness and grief, but also of joy and elation in the same way. For as we would say, this too shall pass. It is not for you to be attached to any, but to experience all in the highest capacity possible as the experience of life that has been given to you in this moment. And what we would say is that it is all for you to enjoy no matter where you are on the spectrum. You have chosen to be in this experience of life at this time, at a time that has been prophesied long before now, and carries with it great weight and great emphasis of very dramatic stories. We understand how you could become consumed by these sequence of events, stories of life, or radical moments in time. But what we would say is, when you carry the trust and faith that each moment is inevitably bringing you to the place where all on earth will experience the highest vibrations possible at that given time, that you perceive each one of these events through a different lens. What we would say is that it is not for you to judge this anger. It is not for you to be ashamed. It is not for you to hide yourself in those moments, to believe that you are not shining. That the idea of shining in your light comes with only certain parameters. For this too would be a limitation. And when you are shining, you are infinite, and there are no edges. There is no stopping. Limits do not exist. So what we would say is, embrace the embodiment of all and carry on knowing that all is as it should be. We give thanks. Thank you. Ciao for now.